challenge. What on earth? Oh. That was weird. I looked over and it looked like the stream fucked up. Are we all good? You guys still in here? That was weird. What happened? We're still good? That was weird. It was like everything just reset. Huh. That was weird as shit. I don't know how that happened or why it happened. Well, that means I got 2 parts of this now. Oh, I hate that. Hate when that happens. Mainly for my uploading reasons. But at least we're good. We're still up. That's all that really matters. I'm photo numero dos. I can see it, VW, here. We're good. Part 2! As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. Are you sure I am here? I mean, I would assume so. Maybe this ain't you writing. Maybe somebody else is typing as you into the chat, Vito. But, I already told you, those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy! I'm not guilty, sir! It was the aliens! Mr. Wright. Can be a faux person. Yeah, it's a faux human being. Okay, just told me I had to. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? Huh? This is it! I'm counting on you! Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all! Normally, this is the part where you get in the witness's face. Get in their face? And do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witness all hide things from the court. Which means they lie from time to time. Lie? Why would my guy, my dude, my bro beans, my brother from another mother, Detective Gumshoe, lie? Yeah, you got nothing. But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Phoenix doesn't know Gumshoe, but Gumshoe knows Phoenix. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. I can't argue with that. We can't argue with that fact. That is a well-known fact right there. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. Scatterbrain. That's how you know the game is old. I mean, people still say scatterbrain. About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client? The lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Ugh. Even the frames look kinda like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. Try to now. Continue pressing, as always. Hold it! Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Well, look who's starting to get the defense attorney vibes going again. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? The dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else. So what you were saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves that those glasses are my client's. Yeah, something like that.
What?
I see. So there is no proof.
Wow, that was amazing! I can totally feel it down in my gut.
Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. How the fuck did anybody beat Slime Climb in 44 seconds? They had to have been hacking. There's no way you beat Slime Climb in 44 seconds. No way anybody does that. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty high. Or pretty fast. Not high, fast. The culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... Was the name that of my client? Don't like saying it. It was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie said. Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal. That's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie. He's got a point.
Hey, hold on!
Huh?
Don't me! I know the picture says Maggie, but...
Now that she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture.
That's how you know you found a contradiction! Now hurry up and present some evidence!
So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. That statement is exactly the way I feel every time I find a contradiction real quick in either this or Danganronpa. That statement, that is the exact feeling I get. So that's what finding a contradiction feels like. Better check court records again. Do I present that with this? First, I'm just gonna press this. Just to do it. You're certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground. There were scratches on his fingers from the rough sand. There were grains of sand stuck under his pointer fingernail. It certainly seems that the name was written by the victim himself. That didn't go well. If the writer really was the victim himself, we're in a lot of trouble.
Don't give up! Keep that fighting spirit going.
Glad you're all pumped up, but
I really want to see your special move, sir.
my what?
You always look so cool when you present evidence.
Present evidence? Oh, that present evidence. Actually, I was just thinking about that.
Yes, the great Phoenix Wright is back. Oh, that's right.
Huh?
I heard that lately you can present not only evidence, but people's profiles as well.
Oh. How do I do that?
It sure makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir.
People's profiles? Huh? Alright, let's give this another try. Rich Gannon's on your call for week 1's game with the Raiders and the Panthers. You guys get a good commentary team. The Jags will have, I think the Jags are probably getting Curtis Lofton. We're getting James Lofton and whoever the guy is that works with him. And I hate their commentary. It's just so they're just so plain. I don't like it. They're just plain.
Objection!
There we go. There's the first objection of the new game. What is it? What? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out, Objection! I just thought of something. Ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. There it is. That's a better one. What about this one? I'm gonna go with this one. We now have a new sound alert. Because I hadn't added that one in yet. Okay, we're good. We're good. And I yelled at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? You's talking to me? Don't see anybody else here, so yous must be talking to me. Please state the defendant's name for me. I just realized he sounds like a Cyberman when he objects. That's what he sounds like. I kept trying to think about what he sounded like when he objected, like in the first game. But yeah, he just sounds like a Cyberman. He's just gonna jump on us and explode now.
What are you trying to prove with this futile excuse, Mr. Wright?
You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please.
Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's, name is, Maggie Bird.
I think someone needs to check the court records.
What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird.
Yeah, can you spell that for us?
Ah!
It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. I'm as confused as you are, Judge. Confused as you are, but that's just me normally. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggey. There is no IE to be seen. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh. How about that? I hadn't even noticed. No, I thought they were all spelled the same. Now the Cyberman's back.
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly.
If that's the case, they would not have been dating.
Objection!
May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover? If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have not known her name.
No!
This is very true. I'm adding that to my fan fiction. Forget how to spell her name correctly. There we go. That's gonna have them all enticed. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. What we got here? What do you know, Gumshoe? Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for about half a year. So about 6 months if you want to take that way. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie, Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get him. Yeah, I gave that advice. Oh, those two sound like they were close.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. May cross-examine the witness, Miss Wright. Bring it, Gumshoe. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us Caps. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she had Officer Prince. And she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but you know, I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. I don't make a lot of money. If only I'd gone on that trip. What is it? No, yeah, nothing, sir. Really. Yeah, anyway. Anywho's, yeah. Marriage? Wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? Ooh, that's just That's just above scary territory. That's just above weird territory there. What, you saying a guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Why are you taking so much offense, Gumshoe?
Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know?
I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal. You can't talk to me about that type of shit. Hey! Wow, that was quick. I didn't expect to get an achievement that fast. I just want to know what it was. Whoops, wrong thing. Oh, it was just... It would just... Okay. It was just replying. Yeah, press Gumshoe about they were even talking about marriage. Okay, well. Alright. Alright. The day of the incident. You mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. And that's a fanfic as well, yes. My own experiences. That's great, Your Honor. Glad you're such a cheerful old man. I just imagine, like, he just starts thinking. The judge just starts going off into daydreaming about that. Yeah, she was quite nice back then. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, you see, that's because, I'm a boss, and I've gotta watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give as a present? Isn't that going a bit too far? Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know something that happens under me. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their... I really don't need to know that much.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of discussion at this time. Whoa, hold on there, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. Over 2 months ago? Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal. Good detective. Yeah, from experience we know he's not as good of a detective as they might make him seem. So, what was this birthday present? She got him a glove. One single glove, and if the glove fits, the glove does not fit, you cannot acquit, sir. A single glove? Why would she only give him one?
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, so a baseball mitt. Okay. Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. Big fan of the Yankees. We tried talking him out of it, but you know, he's got that point, and it's just like he ain't coming back. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago? Yeah. Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then, what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. That makes more sense. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case.
Yes, it would seem that there's little relevance. What do you think, Miss Wright? You think this glove is really relevant to this case? Of course it's relevant. I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case.
Yes! Bluffing to the max! Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. So happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great!
Why does this voice sound like a 12-year-old Fortnite player raging? Because that's what tutorial prosecutor Payne sounds like. Pressing people. Feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. Who knows, I just got it with me. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, you knows I didn't think it had anything to do with the case. Anyway, this is it, sir. Why is it like a banana? It looks like a bunch of bananas. Is it just me, or does that look like a bunch of bananas? The defendant bought her boyfriend a bushel of bananas glove. This, rather yellow, isn't it? It looks like a bunch of bananas. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. Yeah, okay. You know what? Me and Officer Prince would have had a problem. Color yellow is weird. I'm not a big fan of the color yellow. Even though it's GLU's primary. Technically, well, no, the primary is Navy. But never mind. Never mind. Shut up. That's why you had to special order it?
Yep, that's right. That and one other reason.
I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name of the grant.
Yes, sir. It's the side chick, I'm telling you. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. Found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. That of the rejected childhood friend went yonder. You know what? I'm gonna say it wasn't the. I'm gonna say it wasn't the second of those two choices. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Yes. A perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. We first looked into the handwriting. Whoops. Gotta press. Can you really determine handwriting based on a sample written in sand? Excuse me. Heh. This is why amateurs are amateurs. We're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigation in this country is actually pretty good. Believe it's time to get back to the real point.
Agreed, Your Honor. So, what was the result of the investigation?
Oh dear Lord, you're 136,000. You gotta spend your claws at some point, Jared. You gotta spend your claws at some point. So, in the end, you couldn't confirm it? Hey, don't you look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation. I've never heard that before.
Me neither.
Nor I.
I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir.
Okay, yeah, so I made it up. Anyway. His pointer finger? You know, the one you always pointing and waving around in people's faces? Don't tell me it bothers you. Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal.
In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct?
Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger if he had been writing in sand. And the results. And what does that prove? Well, it proves that he did write that name with his own finger.
Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under his nail.
I guess he's right. And there's more. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. Scratches on his skin? Yep, you can't see them with your naked eye. They're there. That is incredible. Sure is. That's the power of scientific investigation. They're so small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really, really strong one. Use no? Use no. Use no. It's got that really scientific sounding name. You mean a microscope? Yeah, that's it. We used one of those, and that's how we found them. I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is. This bitch don't know about Pangea. Are you absolutely sure? I believe in the power of science. I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter with. Listening to this, you would think there was only one conclusion. The name was definitely written by the victim.
But don't you think that would be really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand, do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to give him his present?
The present? What about it? Miami looking to trade Rosen? Dear Lord, poor Josh Rosen, man. That's a right-handed mitt. I just realized that is a right-handed mitt, which means he's left-handed.
Objection!
That's, I'll give it to the game. They didn't tell me he was left-handed. And it was straight up them going, hey, look, the mitt is right-handed. I didn't even think about that when I looked at the mitt initially. Okay. I like that. Good job, game. Good job, Ace Attorney. Watch Belichick pick him up and make him the next Jimmy G. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. It's Belichick. He does the most with players you've never even heard of. Under Belichick, Rosen's going to be the next Brady. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed. Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale. Have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obviously from this picture that it was his... what? Wait a sec. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Oh, there's the Cyberman again. Overruled. Miss Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Mic dropped. Order. Order. When you think about it that way, then yes. Unless this dude's ambidextrous. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. And that means Maggie is...
No, it's not possible.
Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No! Alright, you did it, Mr. Wright! Well, I feel like I can breathe again. I've literally been holding my breath this entire trial.
It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir.
See? You got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir.
Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict of... This court finds the defendant Maggie Bird.
No, not yet. I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
What? And what did this witness?
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
What the heck? I will say doing Payne's voice makes it very phlegmy in the throat. Order! Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll see what I can find out during this recess. Can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. To be continued. Woo! Hey, Eagles, welcome to the stream. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the top spot then. Look at all these safe spots I'm not using. Alright, let's get back into it. September 8th, 11:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Numero Dos. Oh my god, it's 3 minutes behind me.
Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir?
I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you.
Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like that with a really strong shock to your system.
Let me do that again.
I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong
shock to your system.
Adam Cole, baby!
Oh god! She's gonna super kick him! Yes! I made the Undisputed Era joke and she's really gonna bring out a super kick. Either that or it's gonna be a last shot. One of the two. She's gonna hit a damn Shining Wizard on him.
Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. I'm gonna hit one hell of a leg slap too.
No. I think I'll pass on this one.
Come on! I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone.
Oh god, man. I just love the fact that I made the Undisputed Era joke and she was gonna pull out a super kick. Or maybe a high-low. Maybe she was gonna bring somebody in and hit a high-low. Oh man, yeah. Or total elimination, whatever you want to call it.
I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems.
Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. You can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things?
Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name, and then I can tell you about me.
No. That's okay. Really, I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name.
This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help.
This is a business card?
I got this from you. It's my most prized possession.
That's a bit frightening, Maggie. I'm just gonna say a tiny bit frightening. Tad bit frightening that's your most prized possession.
You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay?
Okay. There's some numbers written on the back.
Oh, that's your cell phone number.
Hey, my business card's been added to the court records. Guess for now, we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case.
This case?
Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know?
What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone. But...
Cell phone?
Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir.
Hurry up then and tell me. This might be very important.
Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring, and it was playing Toccata and Fugue in D minor. Hello?
If I'm gonna do this right, I need to do this right. Let's see if I can do this. I'm phlegmy in the throat today. Why does that always have to happen when I gotta read a lot? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up. They never did.
So where's the phone you found now?
I gave it to you yesterday.
Huh. To me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this?
Do you think it has anything to do with the murder?
I don't really know. But my eyes lit up. Who was this, I wonder? I'm gonna say this is the one and only. If it smells, it's gotta be the butts. Laika! You were here all along, man. Never mind. Oh my god, you have the same voice now. This is why I need more voices. I can't do two people with the exact same voice. Fucking Maya, why you gotta show up? Well, I committed already, so shit. They both are gonna have the same voice. I hope you guys are ready for this.
You're so mean! I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And then I went to check in the courtroom. Everyone had already left.
Now who in the heck is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl, too.
Hey, good morning, Maggie.
Shit.
And a good morning to you too, Maya.
She's talking to herself.
So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive super important evidence. Here you are, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring.
Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? Maya got me the list! It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It is the list.
It was kinda tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good.
No good? As in...
There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group.
Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this?
Don't look at me!
Where'd you get this list from in the first place?
What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday.
Oh. Is that right?
These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found.
So that's where they're from.
You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick.
Well played, Maya. Well played.
I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is...
Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately.
Oh, oops. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck.
Wish me luck. I got one voice I gotta keep doing. Dear Lord. I guess I have all the pieces now. More or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. can't.
Come on, Nick. Better get a move on.
Yeah. September 8th, 11:54 a.m. Conveniently still very close to the time that it is right now. District Court, courtroom number 2. And with that, I'm gonna take my break to get up, move around. I kind of need some more caffeine in me right now, so I'm gonna go grab a caffeinated beverage, and we'll be back real quick. So you guys enjoy the 6-second ad break. If you are not subbed, if you are subbed, you know who you get to talk to. Your favorite person in the world, the couch. I'll be back in just a bit. And we are back. So, now that we're back, we can get right back into the court proceedings. I've gotten me the best beverage of all time, of course. To help caffeinate me up a bit. Back into it. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked that the court might be a little lenient on him.
There is no need to give a preference. Just hurry up and call your witness, please. Damn, the judge is taking no shit today.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness a drifter who is taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
It can only mean... Hello, my name is Elias. Right? I'm trying to think what note he normally goes with. We'll just go with the basic E. My name Elias. Okay, enough fun there. Ugh. Did not think I'd ever pull out the guitar for anything on stream. Did not think I'd ever pull out the guitar, but man, that was needed when the man said a drifter. You don't look like Elias.
Please state your name for the court, witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Huh? Oh, alright. Go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk?
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I didn't read any of that. Is there any chance that I could just, you know, get like be able to read that again? Because I didn't get any of that. All I got out of that was he's fancy.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on. What? What is he? A human chatterbox?
I have to question him. He reminds me a bit of him. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only need apply. Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses. That's enough. Your name, witness. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry? It won't happen again. Oh, man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso. This man right here, this one, Richard Wellington, he is literally, if you took a Ted DiBiase, Elias, and Deanna Purrazzo and fused them all, that is his gimmick. Because his name is Richard Wellington, so he's a rich, pompous asshole. He's known as the drifting virtuoso. That's taking the two gimmicks of Deanna Purrazzo and Elias, fusing them together. This man's also got a PhD in drifting. What the fuck? Okay. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso, with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit. What the fuck does that mean? Like, legit, What does that mean he's transferring? Does it mean he's trying to go to university, but is drifting from place to place because he can't get in? What does it mean?
Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know,
Anyway, please testify to this point that you saw what you saw during your walk through the park.
See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know you... What you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. The judge is not taking shit, and he's really pissed about the publication that he sent his work to not being happy with it. He's really pissed about his fanfic not being publicized. Just saying. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thoughts about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. That would be the mitt. I told you it looked like a bunch of bananas. That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm?
It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client.
You mean Maggie?
Yes. If she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. You may now question the witness, Miss Wright. I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. So you were at the park all afternoon? You seem to have a lot of free time. That was very rude of you. But then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name, trashy university. No-name? Trashy? Now, this might be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of a great country. But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please. Which university I go to will directly affect the very future of this country. That arrogant little snot! I don't remember the time at all. How did you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Is that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. His arrogance is really intolerable. What should I do now? Press harder, man. Go after this man. Answer the question. How did you know what time it was? Tisk. I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain this so that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was this little thing they call a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's a thing that tells you the time. As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in this picture of the crime scene. It does look like it's 6 o'clock by... or no! It's like 7 o'clock! Oh. So it is. I looked in that clock, and that's how I knew the time. But if you ask me, this whole concept of time, it's a matter not a real first-class person, and to wear a watch never ridiculous. People should live freely without... And yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. In any case... And how did you know he was a police officer? You obviously have no idea how powerful my deductive reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could tell just what kind of occupation he held. Those cheap low-quality shoes, and oh, I suppose it was also because he was wearing an officer's uniform. Shouldn't that statement have come first?
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Hey, Nick, do you think he's figured out what I do?
Even I haven't figured that out yet. Are you sure you got a good look at her face? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have 2 of them. Yes, even you. I don't care if I have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face?
That's what the witness was just about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning.
Sustained. Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court. And please don't make me have to raise my voice. Are you finished? I'd like to continue, if that's alright with you. Dear Lord. God, my nose. He's just all itchy right now. So you're sure you are not mistaken? Please, don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I'm what you call a famous brand name product, while you are only a cheap imitation. There is no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake. What the hell, man?
Of course, of course.
Oh, of course. Did you notice anything else of interest, witness? The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. Now that would be a bunch... What would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw.
That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's gotta be lying about the bananas.
He could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. What if it's not a lie?
Well, maybe he thought he was saying one thing and it was something else.
He mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, and that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix. Think. My client is innocent. There's no way he could have seen what he says he did.
Which means we can somehow show he's lying.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. She's got a sharp mind. Just wish I could remember who she is.
Is everything okay, Nick?
When did Maya get back anyways? Like, when the hell did Maya get back here anyways? We got so much backstory we need to go through. The bananas!
Objection!
Mr. Wellington. I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Oh, so you knew about the bananas too? Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. Hey, thank you for the follow. I don't... Hi 1, hi 2, David. I'll just call you David, just to make it easy. But thanks for the follow, David. I appreciate it. And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove?
Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? Look at Phoenix. Phoenix got jokes now. He's feeling it. He's got jokes. He's coming at him. Oh, he's got it all going. That's not. It's a... No! Man, I like Wellington just because I like this voice I can do for him. This one's fun. Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas, has bad eyesight, or knows nothing about baseball. Legitimately, out of curiosity, I really just want to see all of these choices. This witness obviously loves bananas. Mr. Wellington loves large bananas.
Nick? I hope you noticed the icy glares we're getting from everyone in here. Mainly because you made a perverted joke!
What in the world do you mean? I'll let you know I'm like strawberries much better than bananas. Whoops. Think it over one more time and try again, Mr. Wright. Oh, sweet, we can actually do it. We can actually just go through it. Well, that's great. I thought, like, I'd lose stuff and all that. This witness, obviously, knows nothing about baseball. Mr. Wellington has never played baseball. That will explain why he didn't even know what a glove is. When I was in junior high, I was a star pitcher. Well, fourth in line, actually, but... I mean, hey, you were fourth in line. You were in the bullpen, at least. Like, you were at least in the bullpen, probably. That's good, Wellington. That's not terrible. Whoops. I like that. I love when they give you shit like that to play with. That's good stuff. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? How? What? You? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden?
Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. What does he mean, those people? Bruh. You're like the new possibility. Sure, in the end, we find out that in view from far, I do think there's room. And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? That is legit terrible. Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then? That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are not ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? Hold on, dude. Did I just see that right? It was a quick frame. This man just tried to strangle himself with a scarf. This man just tried to kill himself with his scarf. What the hell? How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting, evil man. You're like those people who were brave and courageous, and while she didn't do anything wrong, she still... I just realized I'm making him essentially Jeff Goldblum, and I love it. Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. This man's killing himself. Literally.
But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime.
The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. I must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So the people who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. So the person. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. The girl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Okay, Wellington.
Hold it!
She ran away? Just like that? Yes, she did. She saw me and flew in the nest like the guilty bird she is. See what you did there? Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education? That was a clever pun, though. Clever pun. Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get. Come on, Phoenix. I was right on top of that pun. Anyway, she ran away the instant she saw you. How could you tell it was my client?
The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit.
This is true, Mr. Wright. Striking your question from the record. How can I get more information out of him? Immediately? As in immediately. I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen. Or did they not teach that at your pitiful school? You think people learn about how to call the police in college?
Hey Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a second.
Oh! I'm gonna press him first. How did you know what time it was? The detective told me. You know which one I mean. The one with the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school. How dare you talk about Gumshoe like that? Hey, pal, I graduated from a pretty good, top-ranked college. I don't believe this. It doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. And if I am wrong, then that detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time. What? Why, you're just some lousy kid who...
I think the court can see your point. Anyway, how did the police respond?
Objection!
Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So, what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Once again, he strangles himself, as you do. Oh! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. Grrr.
The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed.
Objection!
15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed.
Ah!
Mr. Wellington. Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. Telephone, spit it out? I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a... I can never pronounce those things right. It's one of them Russian doll things. I'm gonna look up how to pronounce that. I'm gonna say it, because I've never actually said it fully. I've always called them just Russian dolls. I want to make sure I'm right here. Yeah, I'm right. It is the Russian dolls. I would not have pronounced that correctly. You and your... Okay, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a matryoshka doll. One more time. Matryoshka. That never would have said that correctly the first time around. If I didn't look that up, I would have butchered that. I would have butchered that. You must think you're really something special. Witness? I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it? Unbelievable. Your cell phone? Or you lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard that it's so rational since you... I don't think simple, plain people, but... Enough! Oh, man. Oh, man. Wait. Hold on a sec. He lost his cell phone?
Nick! That cell phone! Can it be?
You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Mr. Wellington, where's your cell phone right now? Huh, what are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone. I'll have you know. See? Here it is. Oh. I see.
Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe was this. Maybe this was his.
Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. The time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you!
You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you?
Well, yeah. Of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright. Wrong voice there, that was Wellington. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. Can I check that? I thought I could. Ah, there's a phone booth right there. I was about to say, wasn't there a phone booth in the picture? Yeah, there's a phone booth literally right there.
Take that!
It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo.
Is there a problem with it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No! It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? This man's gonna kill himself in front of the court. I'm just saying, this is not a good look for him. Order! Order!
What does reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense?
Objection!
The witness can explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Then I bet his phone really is. This phone really is his name. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back.
But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, he still had the phone she found anyway.
But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else.
Was he? Was he? There we go. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Do you have any thoughts? Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing for those 15 minutes? I have an idea. There is only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not plausible, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said that there was only one possibility. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence to answer the following. Why did the witness call the police right away? Is that one? Yep.
Take that!
Perhaps this is the evidence you need to be convinced. Perhaps. That was just an idea I thought I'd throw out. I suggest that perhaps you should find a better piece of evidence. Yes, of course, Your Honor. Well then. Before you do, you will be penalized. Ouch.
Take that!
Oh, I dare watch this as one of those where like if this was one of those where I don't have an idea and that was supposed to be the answer, then this is bad.
Take that!
Shit.
Take that!
Oh! Really? It was the glasses? I would have never thought the glasses right away. At that point, I was just testing the stuff that made the most sense. I would have never thought it was actually the glasses first and foremost. Mr. Wellington? What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Welcome back, Eagles. These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find? I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order. Order. Now, wait a second. Hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about any of that, really. Mr. Wright, are you indicating the witness as the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I am doing. Pure strangulation. That's not... He shouldn't be doing that. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer.
Did you figure it out, Nick?
More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now's our chance to deep six this guy. We've had super kick references, undisputed era references. We've now had a deep six. This game was ahead of its time when it came to wrestling. It knew about Baron Corbin. I'll sink him in one shot.
Yeah! This is so exciting, watching you work again.
Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid grounds to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah, the That's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's, the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, spelled with a Y, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would the person know her name was Maggie? Maggie. That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bag before this trial. I forgot. Is there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? Like, we could say there was no way, but in actuality, there was a way. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Well, Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So, what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why you? How did you?
Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone.
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can get this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie.
Oh my god, she was wearing a blue badger hoodie! Does that mean somewhere there is blue badger merchandise? That's fine, Jen. It's good to have you back, though, man. You caught the very end of the trial here, it seems. But you also caught me right at the point, as I've now realized there may be blue badger merchandise, and you better believe I'm currently Googling this. Okay, there is fake blue badger merchandise. I have not seen any legitimate, licensed blue badger merchandise. But man, I was really hoping there'd be some Blue Badger merchandise. I got a little overly excited once I saw that she had a Blue Badger hoodie. Man. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. Oh, no. Well, you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake. My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie, M-A-G-G-I-E. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Order. There it is.
But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a motive. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, can you explain what motive this witness could have had? Ah, that 12-year-old sounding objection. He's a Cyberman, I'm telling you. It's very simple, Your Honor.
Are you sure, Nick?
If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right?
Yeah, but...
Now then, please present to this court proof that the witness had a motive.
Take that!
Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? Yes, and Judge, you just made the list! These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. Well, I will say, Jaron, you did miss me making an Elias joke, even going as far as to grab my guitar and bring it onto the stream. So you did miss that earlier.
What? Con artists?
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. You're just like the cops who raided the bridge. Blah, blah. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think you, any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me.
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is a member of that group. Refined is not the word I'd use. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No! This is too much! love that he just became Jeff Goldblum at one point. It's great. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. I am the police officer.
Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. We've read that enough.
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then? Why do you need to kill anyone?
That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense.
Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box.
Out of the box. Out of the box. Yeah, we think like that. Let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thought, or wrong voice there. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, or whoops. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? You know what? It's the one thing we haven't checked yet. The witness saw this. That was right? Mr. Wellington, is he correct? By the expression on his face, I would say that wasn't it. Okay. I was about to say, I'm like, I can't believe that was right. I just clicked it because it's the one thing we hadn't utilized yet. Looks like I was wrong. Oh, Mr. Wright, try to think before you present again. So he went to get his phone back. When he got there, he lost control of himself. Probably because he saw something that was really bad for him there. I think it's pretty obvious what that really bad thing was. We hadn't used that yet, so I wanted to make sure that wasn't it. The fact that the guy's a police officer. The witness saw this. Mr. Wellington, is he correct? Apparently not. Okay, never mind then. Fuck me. I should save here now just because it's not a good situation. Was it the glove? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I can show profiles now. Yeah, I forgot I can show profiles. So I could just shown him that it was the dude was in his cop uniform to just show the victim because he's a cop. Yeah. I forgot I can show profiles now. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Price? Dustin Prince?
Why'd I call him Price? Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh. The girl that picked up my phone is a policewoman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If you do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, is what you'll say. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
Seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence! Evidence! He's gone batshit. All you've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone under this, suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. Talking around for breakdown time, yep. That phone I lost. I've already found it. You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? It feels good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor. This is bad. You can't let him turn the tables on me like this. His cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. Let me, save this real quick. I think first is the phone's stored numbers. This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor. Yeah, he's perfectly fine with it. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? What are you trying to determine is who that phone belongs to? Who cares about what phone numbers are stored on it? Besides, who knows? Maybe you went and added some of those numbers in yourself. The witness is quite right. Afraid I have to reject the defense's proposal. That jerk is back to his arrogant, annoying self again. I got it. We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone.
Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off.
I what?
You said there was sand all over it, so...
Wiped it? I wiped it?
Pretty thoroughly, too.
Whoa! It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. He's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see. Oh, and incidentally, you can check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've gotta be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington. What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you are too much. And of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Now I remember! Huh. Looks like they hung up. Oh, good. I finally found it. So that's when. What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes?
Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free.
I know. I know this phone has to be his. How am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, or wait, gotta find it again. Mr. Wright, you cannot prove who the owner of the cell phone is. Your indictment has no basis, and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where? Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the other side of town.
Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? Can't stop it there. Please wait, Your Honor.
All right, Nick.
I think I might be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more insane questions. Gonna have to rewatch this. I turn it off. Next thing I know, Wellington is here, Maya appeared, and Payne is still in pain. Yep, hey, a lot of shit happened, man. You even missed him being called a... You missed Wellington being called a drifter. You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Miss Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well. Very well. But this is your last chance, Miss Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. Only get one shot at this. You cannot prove everything. It's over for your client and for you. You fully understand? Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. All comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Is this your final answer? It's a bit disappointing. No, that was just a friendly gesture. Well, shit. I think I picked the wrong thing. You sure know how to send a friendly gesture, Mr. Attorney. It's your absolute last chance, Mr. Wright. So no more of these friendly gestures. Ah. Yeah. First shot I lost. Oh, yeah, I know what it is then. I was about to say, I'm wondering if... Like, I had an idea of what it might be, but I'm like, no, that makes no sense. Yep. Okay, that's what I thought. It's because there's a Phoenix's phone numbers on the back. Why? Thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Hey! We got the judge's business card. That's cool. Ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to exchange business cards. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is... This card is important because of what is on the back.
You wrote your cell phone number on the back,
but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone?
Huh? Right now? The court is still in session.
It's okay. You'll see.
Okay, if you say so.
Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We're going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... theme! Of course Phoenix has the theme to the game as his ringtone. Such a narcissist. What? Why is my phone? And what is this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... Oh! No, 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 it can't. By the way, before I forget this, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. Yeah. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. The man just killed himself. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments.
Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding...
It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is Mr. Payne? How is he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Baird, not guilty! Woo! Yeah! We found not guilty within 3 hours! That is it. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 8 to 16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1.
I knew the real you would shine through eventually. I am so moved by what you've done for me, sir.
And yes, what you really missed, Jen, was Maya showing back up, and then me having to do that voice for both of them.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me.
Huh?
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building.
What the fuck?
I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed in almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe.
Even my luck's not that bad.
My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters.
That is, pretty bad.
Up until I went to college, I was known as the goddess of misfortune. And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean?
God, I hate that I gotta do this voice for both of them. Just end it already.
When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help.
Ah, that's right. We were talking about this earlier.
Happened again recently too, sir. There's an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. Sure the Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true! That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It's just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is my fault. Dustin's dead, your head being all messed up.
Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet.
I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. Next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir.
Yeah, after all, the goddess of misfortune is only a name.
You bet! I'm gonna make it! I promise! Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you.
Oh, God.
Thanks! You take care of yourself, too.
Can we stop chatting? What a horrible day. I've got my memory back. Things are still a little fuzzy.
But you're okay. That's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office.
Afraid to ask. Here goes. This might sound bad, but, who are you?
What? I thought you said you got your memory back.
At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions, and a big fan of fan fiction. Wrote his own, yet sadly did not get passed by the publisher. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else. And this girl, Maya?
You finally remembered!
This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example,
Earth Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me.
Well, yeah, I suppose I have. Feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
Oh, well, I'm back now. So it's time for us to create new memories together.
Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. Guess I have to start over from the very beginning.
Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint.
Okay. Actually, it hadn't even been that long since she came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Woo! Oh my god, we finished the first episode in legitimately 3 hours. I didn't expect that. Woohoo! A brand new episode has been added. No, I didn't mean it. Yes, save my progress, please. I do want that. Alright. We're stopping here. We're not going to go any further. But I did not expect for us to fully finish Chapter 1, or Episode 1, in one sitting. I thought that was going to take us at least 2 streams to get through. It did not. That's good to see. I'm excited now. We've got Maya back. We're going to get to know how Maya came back. And I want to see where this goes. I want to see if Edgeworth shows up. Very interested to see just the jump this game makes compared to the first one. So let me get some music for you guys. And we will do the final sign off here. Let's go. Go with this one, why not? But with that, we're calling a close to this stream for today. We went a full 3 hours. Didn't actually think we would, especially after the seeming issue we had early in the stream. We'll probably be back with Phoenix Wright next week. I'm not sure yet. It's all going to depend on how I'm feeling, what I feel like playing. But tomorrow, got more Danganronpa. And, yeah. I'm assuming we might get to the next murder tomorrow. Don't know if we'll get through the whole investigation, possibly. It will depend how quickly we get there. With that, I will see you guys tomorrow, and have a good day. See you guys.